Twilight Language is Michael Hoffman's latest book. It's 343 pages long and was published in 2021 as a sequel to his first book, Secret Societies and Psychological Warfare. The book explains the process the cryptocracy is using to devolve man into its current phase of apathetic indifference with the use of psychodrama. With ingenuity, he explains with great detail how the cryptocracy's master psychologists perform people control and induce into the minds of the masses beliefs to achieve our consent to rule over us as their slaves. Michael has organized our tragic history of repeated and shocking exposure to the rituals. These include, but are not limited to, the assassinations of John Fitzgerald Kennedy, the first nuclear bomb tests, and televised lone nut shooters and bombers. Michael hopes to provide insight into how you could overcome your programming, although he acknowledges that the book could further enthrall the reader, just driving readers further into hopelessness. The book begins with a picture of an older man with the caption, "In memory of James Shelby Downard." James was a great friend of Michael Hoffman's. James' vision provided Michael with insight invaluable to his work. James was responsible for the books The Carnival of Life and Death, Mystical War, and Stalking the Great Whore. Michael introduces Twilight Language and its unusual structure with some pictures and quotes. First, the Moab, massive ordnance air blast, a non-nuclear bomb with 13 men in front looking at the camera. Michael writes about how the word Moab appears in the Old Testament. For example, Moab is the name of the incestuous son of Lot in Genesis. Also, there is a plains of Moab opposite Jericho. Last, Moses died in the land of Moab. Then he connects the name of the developer of the Moab, Albert Way Moore, with the words White Death. Way in German means white, and Moore in French means death. Hoffman provides an explanation on the word abracadabra, an Aramaic word meaning I create as I speak with words I create, written in the form of a triangle. A quote from Niels Stupple Price is on page 12. It says, "Everything around them has been built from blood, the earth and the heavens, fashioned literally from the dismembered body of a murder victim. The universe as a crime scene, it is an unsettling story, full of strangeness, violence, and contradictions. A tale whose truths must be felt rather than merely explained and understood." There are two very informative books from the authors Guy Debord, The Society of the Spectacle, and Sadie Platt's The Most Radical Gesture, that assist in explaining what Michael has termed psychodrama. Psychodrama is an appendage of the spectacle. The spectacle, loosely defined, is a false presentation of reality with the power to alter people's perceptions. Psychodrama is a real or false ritualized event that induces the spectator with feelings of hopelessness, apathy, and docility. The purpose being to cement the cryptocracy criminals' place as rulers of society. Michael Hoffman's book and Guy Debord's The Society of the Spectacle are crucial reading for understanding this strange behavior by the occultists going back 500 years or more. The authors share common agreement on the spectacle's complete union with society, and despite the criminals revealing their crimes while showing us a clear vision of what the future will be if we let it, people don't have a steadfast defense or defense to the multi-generational exposure to psychodrama, mainly because no one knows what it is. The future is presented in detail through our entertainment devices, movies like Terminator, Idiocracy, shows like Black Mirror, and autonomous AI algorithms on social media. Using the medium of electronic screens serves to reveal dystopic futures while maintaining that the viewer produce no seriousness and call for no investigation into the revelation. These clues are intentional and come from the cryptocracy itself. This grand display is what Michael terms the revelation of the method, to which he has explained in his prequel, Secret Societies and Psychological Warfare, and elaborated further in Twilight Language. The author shows us how we live in the revelation of the method era, at least since 2001. The cryptocracy has unveiled its nightmarish plans for the ones they rule over, while divulging all the past crimes of the cryptocracy leading up to now. Michael believes the human beings today lack healthy instincts due to the processing the Western psyche has endured. When the slave classes revealed their fate and no opposition is given, the rulers believe this to be consent to continue their control. The journalist Andrew Sullivan from Substack.com describes how AI is being given the task of maximizing the attention a person gives to social media. He continues by saying, AI tirelessly learns every individual's preferences to distract people at an optimum level. It's detachment from reality. AI has already taken over and has disabled the basic mental tools of many. Westerners have lost their sense of what being human used to be. People can no longer stimulate their nervous system unless it's through steadily increasing doses from the spectacle's entertainment machines. This relationship to the machines permanently destroys your nervous system, identical to long-term substance abuse. The book contains a transcript of an interview Michael had. He talks about his time living with the Amish and Mennonites, who observe humans where their psyches are least affected by ritual psychodrama. The writer also mentions working in a mental hospital called Willard Psychiatry when he was young, where he cared for the people who, in some cases, were too good to participate in society's slavish daily grind. The interviewer challenges Michael's beliefs, and Michael responds with excellence. Michael Hoffman's books are available on his website, revisionisthistory.org. Titles such as The Occult Renaissance of the Church of Rome, Judaism's Strange Gods, Usury in Christendom, and more. One of his books, which is banned, called Judaism Discovered, is only available on his website. This is an 1,100-page monument to the writer's expertise. He also has talks on Audible that range from 30 minutes to 2 hours long. Unfortunately, all of his books are banned from that particular site. This man is the greatest conspiracy researcher of our time, and as a result, he's being pushed off all online platforms. Combined with an increasingly lifeless population, the author is widely unknown. Michael Hoffman remains a dedicated fighter for freedom of thought. He is one of the last intensely inspiring people left.